If you keep scrolling on social media and you really want to stop and you judge yourself for not stopping and not being productive enough, this is the conversation that I want to have with you today. So, I'm coming right off the group coaching call that I host every Friday. And one of my clients said that I feel like I'm not being productive enough because I keep scrolling. And I asked her, then why do you think you're not able to stop? She said that because I feel like I have low energy and I like scrolling because it gives me an emotional boost or an energetic boost, even though I still don't feel energetic afterwards. So then we went on to have a conversation about what does productivity feels for you, for her, because so many times we actually are defining ourselves from the definition of productivity that we've seen around us. And especially as women who go through different cycles, we have compared ourselves to our male counterparts and we think that we need to be as productive as them. And honestly, we are. It's just that there are low energy days for us and we have not allowed ourselves to have those low energy days. So if you keep scrolling, first of all, what I want to tell you is stop judging yourself. Everybody scrolls, and it's okay if it does not deplete your energy. If it really gives you that dopamine hit, then take that hit, okay? Take that hit, but always set a timer for it. Maybe set a timer for half an hour and allow yourself to scroll as much as you want. It becomes a doom scroll only when it is not intentional, okay? Anything that is not intentional becomes problematic for us later. So, this is what I suggested to my client also, that if it gives you an emotional boost, a dopamine hit, and which for most of us it does, but now it has become a problem that even when we are scrolling, we are so in our head that I am scrolling, but I'll still scroll, so I'm not able to stop. So, instead, to come out of this cycle, instead, put a timer of half an hour, let yourself scroll for half an hour and don't judge yourself when you do it, okay? And when you have set an intention that it's fine that I'm going to scroll and it's going to be half an hour, trust me, you'll feel satisfied after the half an hour mark. And then you can pick up a book, you can pick up a new hobby, you can go and dance, and you can walk, and whatever you actually would want to do, what you actually think is productive, you can start to do that. The other thing that I suggested her, and I would suggest you, is to actually start to understand your definition of productivity. And it might make you very uncomfortable, it might make you embarrassed to see that how your definition of productivity rules your entire life, because you might have had this tendency to actually be the most perfect person in the room, and because you're not being like 100 or 100 every single day, and even on those days where you're 100%, you might, because it's not for a prolonged time, you might feel like you're lagging behind and you judge yourself for it. So define your productive quotient, define your definition of productivity, and always give yourself that leeway that even if I'm on 20% energy level, but I'm still showing up, it is my 100% on that day. We judge ourselves too much, and especially with social media, we have given opportunities to judge ourselves for everything. If we are productive, we are being judged. If we are not productive, we are being judged. If we are scrolling, we are judged. And even when we scroll, people tell us that stop scrolling. So there's just so much noise. So I encourage you to actually listen to your body, because your body always knows what is right for you and what is not. And stop judging yourself. Stop judging yourself. Everybody scrolls. It's fine if you're doing it intentionally for only half an hour a day. And now I've started to give you gyan. I don't want to give you that, but seeing my own habits, I know that even if it feels like a great thing in the moment, it really isn't satisfying. It really does not give me the emotional satisfaction that I'm looking for after 2 hours, right? If I do it for half an hour and I put my phone aside and I do my thing, it helps. So that's what I would suggest you. Stop judging yourself. start to be more compassionate, more kind to yourself, when you start to approach any situation with kindness, with compassion, you realize that the need for you to even scroll is because there was a disconnect, right? When you're not connected in the environment that you're in, when you're not connected with yourself, you'll find reasons to avoid sitting with yourself. But when you lose the judgment, when you let go of the judgment, you'll find more time for yourself to sit with yourself, and you'll not be scared or uncomfortable to sit with yourself, and you don't really need your phone anymore. You won't need to doom scroll anymore. So it all starts with you being intentional and not judging yourself, and that is what I want to leave you with today. It is also about the identity that you have about yourself. So if you keep saying that I keep doom scrolling and this is who I am, you're tapping into that identity, and your nervous system is getting wired for that, so that you'll have more invitations by your nervous system to keep doom scrolling. Instead, if you shift your identity, if you recalibrate your identity to being the person who actually is intentional with what they do, is intentional with their time, you will start to have more time at your hand. You can start to do more things that you enjoy, that you truly enjoy, that fills you with energy, that fill your cup. And that is what I want for you. And I'm actually hosting a workshop, an immersive workshop, where we are going to do this identity recalibration called Limitless. It is free of cost for you to register, but it is going to be immersive. It's going to be deep inner work, and it's on 30th. I am going to link the link in the description, and you can go and register, and I'll see you there. But don't judge yourself, okay? Stop judging yourself.